Cool. Welcome back to the Sea Palms podcast, episode 17. Just us again, kicking it here.
Holiday week, so we're not having a guest.
Yeah, holiday week. We got 4th of July coming up. We're actually planning a little family get-together party deal at my house for that, so that'll be fun. Yeah, and some interesting topics today. We can just dive right into it and say today's July 1st that we're filming this. So some laws went into effect today where we live, right?
Yes, sir, in Florida.
Yes, sir. Yep. New laws, a bunch of them. We don't have to go over all of them, or we don't really have to go over any of them. We could bounce on to another.
What are some of the ones you think that are going to affect your life the most?
Well, I didn't really...
Or that are, like, the most significant, you know? Because some of them, like, really aren't going to do that a whole lot, you know?
What was that one we were seeing about the red tide?
Yeah, a bunch of money going into the red tide prevention. That's dope.
That's pretty cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So, and then I think that's cool. I didn't really look in depth at too many of them. I don't think.
You see,
one.
No vaping indoors. It's become a law now to where like you can actually get like police involvement if someone's vaping inside.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think that goes because it says indoor workplaces, so that means like you know how Moe's used to be like no vaping,
yeah.
You know, but like other restaurants might not have those signs, so like it might be okay. But now it's saying like that's not allowed anywhere in an indoor workplace.
That's weird. It's so weird. Well, I think we talked about this with one of the guests. I don't remember who, but on the ballot this year there was something that we voted on where it was something about oil drilling. Like
yeah, that was the Casey Parks episode.
Yeah, we were talking about the thing you voted to like stop oil drilling in certain areas or something like that, and then also no vaping in public places, and it was like those two things aren't even related, but I guess we see which one passed because
alright,
sorry vapors.
I know. Yeah, I know, right?
And then there's money going into Bright Futures too. Is that what I said? Or no, it was just the criteria for Bright Future scholarship is being raised, so you got to get all the children out there got to get higher SAT scores if they want to get that college fund. For
real. Dude, you see the one? It says laws set to begin in October. These are laws that have already been signed by the governor but won't take effect until October 1st. Sex dolls. Florida will no longer allow the sale or possession of sex dolls that look like children. Why were we doing that in the first place? And for how long? Like, who's funding this, dude? What?
Who crafts that, you know?
Yeah. I'm glad that got stopped.
Imagine if you were, like, a middle-aged dude, like, married with kids, and you had, like, imagine how embarrassing it'd be to, like, get caught with a sex doll no matter what, like, your age or, like, gender or whatever. You had a sex doll. That'd be embarrassing as it was. Imagine if you had a child sex doll.
Oh, my God.
Your family would never look at you the same. They'd be like, well, should we...
Like, are you going to jail?
Yeah, like...
I don't know.
What do we do here?
Yeah. Is that, like... Because you got some fucked up intentions,
Oh, my God, dude. That's fucked. I mean, you know what I think is just wild? Like, you know, nowadays there's so much sympathy towards, like, all sorts of different groups of people, which is cool. Like everyone, like, just the way that you are, you should be, like, accepted. And, like, even if it's a little weird or whatever, you should be accepted. But one thing I saw going around was, like, sympathy for pedophiles, because they saw it as like homosexuality, where like you're just born a certain way, and some people are just born like that's what they're attracted to. They're just attracted to kids. And there were people that I've heard make the case that's like, well, as long as they're not acting on it, then it's like, which I guess, yeah, like if they're not raping kids, then like they're not at fault. But if you're, I don't know, I feel like that is something, it's kind of like a weird subject, I guess, but like, you know how people think that you should like teach gayness out of people, like they think you can like train it out of their brain or whatever, because it's just like something fucked up in their brain, and they used to think that you could like medically treat that so that you're not gay anymore. And like that nowadays, like in 2019, that sounds so fucked up, but like but that's something that like pedophilia, Yeah, go ahead and zap his brain until he's not touching kids anymore. You know what I'm saying?
I know, yeah.
It's just weird that like, I don't know. Like, I guess, yeah, if like your brain is just that way, that's just how your brain is wired, then like it's not really the person's fault. And as long as they're not acting on it, then it's not a big deal. But I wonder if those people would like condone kid sex dolls because they're like, well, it's better than them going and raping kids. But you know what would be best though? If you didn't fantasize about kids.
Yeah. That'd probably be the best overall for just everybody.
Just everyone.
Yeah.
You, your family, the kids.
So one thing that I saw here that did catch my eye earlier was, not that I'm not a felon, so I can vote, you know.
Yeah.
But this one was cool. It's still waiting. It's not passed. But it says Governor DeSantis has a number of bills on his desk waiting for a signature to make them law. These are a few of the pieces of legislation pieces of legislation waiting in limbo. And then Amendment 4, felons can regain voting rights in Florida but are required to pay restitution, fine, and fees before registering, set to begin July 1st. So I guess this article was, so it should be, yeah, if you're a felon out there, get your money right and go vote. Allegedly, I guess.
That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, this is on Fox 4, so I feel like it would be pretty legit. And then the Bright Futures one you were talking about, that says requirements for Bright Future scholarships get tougher. Ooh. Wah, wah, wah. The academic scholarship covering tuition and fees entirely at state colleges and universities will require a student's SAT to be near 1330 instead of 1290. Because that's a jump. It's like 40 numbers. Is that big in the SAT?
Yeah, that's big.
That's huge.
I think both of those are higher than I got.
The medallion, which covers 75% of the cost, would move to about 1,200 from 1,170. So what is that? What does that mean? The medallion, which covers 70.
Well, there's different levels of Bright Futures, and if I remember right, those are like probably like the highest tier ones because those scores are higher than what I got, and I had Bright Futures.
Oh, that's your Scally? You got a Bright Future?
Well, no, but see that. Well, there's Bright Future scholarships that pay for, I think, pretty much all of your tuition. Like that one, that medallion, whatever level one, is 75% of tuition, which is a lot of money. But I think the one I got was just a portion of tuition. It was just like 15% or something. I don't remember. I just remember that it didn't pay for all of it. It just paid for like a little chunk, and but that must mean that the highest ranked Bright Futures, if like you're getting your college paid for, those scores go up because that's high SAT scores. 1290 is high, and it's going up to 1330.
Jeez. Yeah, that's crazy.
If I'm not mistaken, I don't know because I think they changed it since I've graduated, like the score cap and whatever. But I'm pretty sure 1600 is the highest. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure 1600 is perfect SAT score.
Wasn't Bright Futures always like the basic one to get?
Yeah, that's like, yeah, and there's different levels to it, to where like you could get different like tiers of Bright Futures depending on your SAT scores and ACT scores and grades and stuff like that.
True.
Get to work, kids. It's so important though, dude. Honestly, like it changed. It like I can only imagine because I have student loan debt, but like I can't even imagine how crazy it'd be if I didn't have any sort of like because I've got like merit scholarships from just getting good grades and Bright Future scholarships from getting good grades and test scores and stuff like that. But if you didn't have any of that, dude, tuition ain't cheap at all.
This is true.
But the harder you work in high school, the easier it's going to be. So I encourage all the kids out there, do your dual enrollment classes, take as many college classes in high school as you can, study for your SATs and ACTs. Test is just a number. It's not that big of a deal. Yes.
Start your own business.
Yeah, actually scratch that, drop out of high school, just become an entrepreneur.
Nah.
Do what you want is what I'm basically saying. You want to go to college? Getting tuitions is going to make going to college a lot easier.
For sure. You know that. On a first-hand basis.
100% certain.
Grinded through high school.
So that if you're a convicted felon and you go to prison and then you get out of prison, those would be the people that this is affecting, right? Mm-hmm. So like people who were convicted felons they have a process to where they can get to vote again. That's what this is saying.
Yeah, probably pay a boatload of money, dude.
Yeah, but hey, it's better than not being able to vote ever, you know?
Yeah, for that.
Because I imagine there's a lot of stuff you can't do once you're a felon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, it's rough. It's hard getting a job.
Yeah, being like that's one thing I wondered with like the people who are getting released on like drug charges now that the drugs are becoming like legalized for recreational purposes. People that are being released, them being like acclimated back into. I guess most of them. I don't know how like long the sentences would be, but I imagine some people would be kind of hard for them to like get back into society and get another job and like get readjusted and whatever. But I guess the couple of these laws are going to help that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Restaurants. I feel like that's probably where a lot of felons go. Yeah.
Yeah. No doubt.
Who knows? You hear we were looking at this thing. Did you want to touch on any of these other things in here, or just the that Timothy Treadwell thing?
Oh sure. No, I'm playing. Sure. We could touch. No, not on that. Just the Timothy Treadwell for that.
Okay, yeah. Because you pointed this
just
out.
Just going in depth, yeah, with that one.
Because this happened a while ago, though. This happened.
I don't know why I saw it on. I typed in. It was just this week.
Yeah, I wonder if it was like. Well, no, it says he died in October. I don't know. Maybe it was like a calling back to like this when this happened years ago, because it happened in 2003.
What?
Mm-hmm. And the Grizzly Man, that's the name of the documentary. So Danny pointed out there's this guy who was an environmentalist, and he lived with grizzly bears, and he like studied them and pretty much like cohabitated with them, and died. They killed him and ate him.
So this is the same guy, the Timothy guy?
Yeah, Timothy Treadwell. He's an environmentalist, and the because I remember it rang a bell because I watched the documentary years ago, and it's called Grizzly Man. Came out in 2005, and it's just a documentary about this guy, and pretty cool dude, honestly. Like I think, yeah, Alaska in Katmai National Park. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but he lived in this. He like would take trips here for like seasons, and he would just live in this national park with these grizzly bears. And it was kind of cool because it was like dogs, dude. He was seriously like petting them like dogs, and like
crazy.
They were like his friends. But no, I'm like, don't quote me because I haven't seen the documentary in a long time. But I remember it was crazy because he was so good with the animals, and he was so like in touch with nature in that like national park, because he did that regularly. Like every year he would go out and like chill with these bears, I guess, and like study them and make videos and document it all and stuff. But I remember the difference, because these are wild animals, you know, like these are animals like this are based on instinct, you know, and it's not really like humans where you can build relationships with animals, but in the end it's a wild creature that can flip on a dime. And that's what happened. I think that when the year that he died, he brought a girl. I remember there was like I think a girl that he was like dating, or maybe he was married to her or something at the time, and he brought her to the national park one year. And like, yeah, and there was other things involved too. Like I think there was maybe like some sort of food shortage, so like the bears were kind of like a little bit more on edge because they were like scrounging for food a little more than in the past, or something like that. There were other factors, but I remember, according to the documentary, it seemed like the main factor that made these bears flip one day was the chick being there. So
the bears ate them both?
Yeah.
Wow.
They both died.
Mauled them. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Grizzlies will mess you up, dude. Yeah.
Dude, I get afraid sometimes of like thinking about how wild some animals are. Like even dogs. Like you can even like you know, whenever you're playing tug of war with a dog and like it's just chilling and you're just like tugging it, but then like, because it's not or like when a dog's biting you, like play biting you, that's like not nearly as hard as it can bite. It just understands that it's gonna hurt you, so it just like kind of like plays. But if you're like playing tug of war and it's gripping the thing, you ever have a dog like go to grip it or like regrip and accidentally gets onto your finger?
Oh yeah.
Then you realize how powerful that dog's jaws are, and just imagining if that dog is rabid, dude. And that's a dog. That's a dog that's like up to your knees or your hip or whatever. Like imagine a bear that's like up to your shoulders, dude. Like on all fours. Imagine it standing up, dude. 7-8 feet tall.
Dude, I saw this video where I saw it today actually, where this guy was riding on a scooter. Man, I should have pulled this up. The guy was riding on a scooter, and a tiger just like comes out, like he's in India or whatever, you know, and like a tiger just comes out, like he's on like one of those little wing scooters, you know, and the tiger comes out, and like, dude, it's beautiful. It's orange and white, this, you know, like a tiger, and just like striped, and it's beautiful, and it's huge, and it runs out, and it's like screaming and just like running after him. chasing them, and they get away, but like it eventually just like chases them, and then I think it ducks back off into the woods. But I was like, man, that would be so scary. I'd be pinning that little scooter.
Hyperdrive. Do you ever like get a little spooked if you're like at like Busch Gardens or the zoo or something, and you see these like massive wild animals that like in the wild, these things could just like, you don't get spooked?
That's a check. You know that. I'm suing Busch Gardens. That's a check, cause I ain't dying. That's a check for sure. That's a bag for sure. I wouldn't love it if that happened. God forbid, but that's a check.
You'd.
That's a check. That's a retirement.
I'd love to get eaten by a lion.
No, not eaten. But come at me.
No, I know. Yeah, if it got out of there,
you know
or
what
like
I mean?
Broke the glass a little bit. Yeah,
you could try to come at me.
That's settlement.
If that's what's going down, yeah, it breaks the glass. Oh, I'm suing. And if it comes at me like that, I'm sticking that thing, dude. I'm sticking that thing in the jaw. It goes against what we just said, but I'm not like not in the last week's episode goes against what we just said because we were like showing, but it's kind of different in that situation. A lion's running at me, dude, about to kill me. This is what I'm doing. Hands up. Step back. Whack that thing.
Honestly, you think that'd be the best thing to do? Because think, your options,
no.
Do nothing, which you're going to get attacked. Well, I don't know. I guess maybe if you like played still or whatever, it
That's
wouldn't.
That's why maybe you should carry a concealed. Is that a thing? Nah, just one, dude. Just one to let it know. Fire that thing in the air, and it's probably turning around.
Probably.
That's what I'd do at first.
Yeah.
Maybe. No,
but no, if you just had your hands, down. Running would do nothing. Running would actually probably make it more mad and chase you even harder. And you're not gonna outrun it, so there's no really no reason to do that.
I don't know. The animals they have there aren't huge though. Like the cheetahs they have, they're kind of like not. I mean, they're gonna mess you up. They're pretty big actually. Because
like I said, like imagine how much a dog can kind of like give you, like even when you're taking a dog on a walk and it's got a lot of energy, it can kind of like give you the tug and like, you know, like it's not stronger than you if you really had to hold. No, that like a pit bull
can mess you up for sure. There's certain dogs out there. Any dog really could, but yeah, like I know what you mean. Dogs can mess you up.
But in the end, like think a pit bull is probably what, like 45 pounds, 50 pounds, 60 pounds.
Depends.
Like an adult, like full size pit bull. It's not that heavy, right?
It'd be like 70 or 80 pounds.
I guess depending on how rabid it is, though, because like if those jaws get a hold of you at all, you're gonna be screwed up. But if you could like get a hold of the dog somehow, like I don't know, get it in some sort of like headlock or something, you could pick it up because it's only like maximum of like 60 pounds.
It's not picking you up.
You know? Yeah, it's not picking. But but the cats, dude, those like big cats. Those are bigger and more powerful than you are. Yeah, so like you ain't even a cheetah's got to be like heavy, right? Because a cheetah's like
big. Cheetah's probably a good 150 pounds, 200 pounds.
Yeah, you could probably lift it up, but it'd be like lifting a person up for sure. Plus, it's gonna be flailing. Like if it's mad,
you're not picking it up.
And its claws are as big as your fucking finger, dude.
You ever try to pick a house cat up and that bitch
I know
flails out?
And then those claws
imagine
get
that
stuck
times
in you?
150.
Those claws the size of a fishing hook get stuck in you and you're crying like a bitch? Imagine a claw the size of your freaking hand, dude.
Your arm's gone.
Arm's gone. Yeah. And then those jaws get a hold of you.
Could you imagine that, dude? That's crazy.
I don't want to. But if like they say if a shark is attacking you, that if you just like hit it one good time solid straight in the nose, then it can like spook it and like deter it away. Might be the same with those big cats. If you just like punch it just right in the head. I don't know though. Because they're coming at you quick. You're just gonna like, you know.
Right. Yeah, for real.
I don't know.
Hard telling. I don't want to be the one to try it out.
Do you think that animals are happy in captivity like that? Depending on the animal?
Like a Busch Gardens?
Yeah, I'm kind of conflicted about it, honestly.
No. Would you? Hell no. I wouldn't be happy.
I guess it depends on the animal. I think all those wild cats, the cheetah, I don't know. I'm sure they do enough research, but I don't know, honestly, because think about SeaWorld. Like, SeaWorld had all those controversies because you'd think, like, well, they're professionals. They're all, like, marine biologists and shit, so, like, they know what the killer whales need and, like, the size tank they should be happiest in and stuff like that. But then there's all, like, that was cruel as hell to the whales.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking the cheetah, you see that, like, a lap that it's got, and I'm like, oh, he's probably fine just cruising on that. But if you think wild cheetah, miles and miles and miles of stretching plains, it's just getting it, you know?
Yeah, and if you think, I mean, yeah, that one thing to think about, what I think about is, like, that's what they need. Yeah, they're used to they want that wild thing. They shouldn't be held down. But another thing is like like the people that are, you know, like, I don't know. They could say, like, I feel like, I don't know. It's kind of messed up. Like, they could say, oh, they're here to, they're in here for a better life. You know, they're being protected here and shit. But it's like, dude, you got, like the cheetahs. You got these cheetahs in a 100-yard thing.
Football
maybe.
field size.
Yeah, a football-sized field, little.
Not even, honestly.
Yeah, it's probably smaller than that. Little sanctuary thing with a couple rocks and fucking grooves and
Couple
whatever.
rocks.
Yeah, so like, and then you got these people staring at them all day, and then when it's nighttime, I mean, I don't even know, dude. Imagine they're just roaming the park. Imagine all the animals nighttime bush garden are just roaming
open
the
the
park.
gates.
Yeah,
The
they
rhinos.
all know how, right? They're just like, all right, everyone's gone. It's like fucking like one of those movies, Kevin James movies.
Yeah, what is that movie
I
called?
don't even know. I think it's like Zoolander. It might be one. Zookeeper.
No, it's with that lion and Chris Rock plays the zebra. Those are good movies.
Oh, Madagascar. That's
Madagascar.
What
it's like Madagascar. No, but I think that depending on the animal, like I think with those big cats and like those big like wild animals, like I don't really think that that's the best for them unless they're like, I know a lot of times they take them late in their life so that they're like kind of like getting old age anyways. That might be like a good like retirement home type shit for them. And same with like monkeys, all those like gorillas and stuff. They're probably pretty chill because they got a big ass habitat, and monkeys are just kind of like chill anyways. They're just swinging on the branches, being lazy. Like I feel like that's just how monkeys live. So they're probably real happy. Plus their attention too, like they're more like humans to where like they're entertainers and they like giving and receiving attention and stuff like that. So I think monkeys probably love the zoo, honestly. Yeah. But and then, I wonder about like the giraffes and stuff like that. Because they get a pretty big, like, area, too, but I don't know. I don't know if they're happy. Yeah. It is probably good, though, because they get, like, regular medical treatment and, like, grooming and obviously...
They have giraffes at Busch Gardens?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard. I've never seen them, though.
No?
Like, you'd figure you'd see them. Like, even just being there.
Yeah, I think there's one part of, I think, Serengeti Plains is the name of, like, the Busch Gardens area, but there's one area where you can like, feed them and stuff, and then if you go on the skyline... You can see them down below.
Skyline's always down every time I've been recently.
Yeah, except last time. But we didn't go on it, did we?
No, I think the line was too long.
Yeah, it was. That's right. Yeah, that's what it was. So, back to, like, college and stuff like that. You said when you were in high school you used to always have to take career tests, but you always just BS'd it.
Mm-hmm. I did.
What do you think, if you actually tried, what do you think it would have said when you were in high school? As, like, what career you should shoot for?
Honestly, probably auto mechanic.
Yeah?
Yeah. Or, like...
Probably some sort of trade, I would think.
Yeah.
You know, just because, like, you like working with your hands and stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't know, though.
Because I pulled up these career tests, just we were talking about college, and we were talking about inmates, like, joining the workforce after being felons and stuff like that, and I'd be interested to see, because I don't know, like, I've got a lot of different like interests and skill sets and stuff. I'd be interested to see what this little quiz says I should do for a living.
Yeah, I'm down to do it.
You want to do it first?
Not BS it, yeah.
All right. Yeah, not BS it. All right. This is just like one of the most credible ones I could find, and maybe a BS quiz, but let's see. Jobquiz.com. It looks like it's maybe like 15 questions or something. We'll do it real quick. All right. May I have your first name?
Daniel.
Daniel. Oops, spelled that wrong. Not Daniel. Daniel. Okay, go. Hey, Daniel. We hope you enjoy the #1 careers test 2019. Please note you cannot return to previous answers. Oh, this is legit. Select one that best describes you. Talkative, steady, kind, quiet, assertive. What do you think?
Steady.
You think so?
Yeah.
Alright, steady. Select one that best describes you. Accurate, thoughtful, leader, supporting role, informative. I don't know. I don't know what I'd answer for you.
What was it? It was
accurate, thoughtful, leader, supporting role, informative. Like thinking in your current like workforce, like job. What do you think?
Probably
Thoughtful. Listen to the podcast all day thinking. Select one that best describes you. Math skills, basic skills, writing skills, thinking skills, counseling skills. I think basic skills is funny. But I guess that means like...
Yeah, is it bad? That's what I was going to say.
No, that's probably like... The other ones are like real specific. Basic
real
skills.
School smart.
Alright, select one that best describes you. That's just what every question says. Logical, ambitious, loving, laid back, enthusiastic. Logical, loving, ambitious, laid back, or enthusiastic.
Probably ambitious.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think either that or laid back.
Haha, two opposites. One's like money hungry, one's like, hey. Yeah, but that's pretty much me.
I think you could be both. Ambitious and... Because you're like a chill ass dude. Yeah. Select one that best describes you. Driven to persuade. Driven by data. Driven by relationships. Driven by routine. Driven to succeed.
Driven to succeed.
I would think either the first one, persuade, or succeed. Because I feel like you could be some sort of salesman, bro. You're good at persuading people. Select one that best describes you. Creative. Systematic. Gifted. Down to earth. Compassionate. Yeah? Compassionate.
Hella synth.
What?
Hella synth.
This quiz is a little longer than I thought, but let's do it. Select one that best describes you. Focused on others. Focused on tasks. Focused on results. Focused on numbers. Focused on information.
Repeat this? My bad.
Focused on others. Focused on tasks. Focused on results. Focused on numbers. Or focused on information?
Honestly, as ugly as probably it's not the best one. I'm probably the results one.
Results?
Yeah, focus on results, man.
No, I don't think any of these are ugly. There's just different ways of working and thinking. Select one that best describes you. Sensitive, precise, faithful, successful, outgoing. Faithful. Stay true. Select one that best describes you. Non-technical, technical, mechanical, big picture, or educational.
Mechanical.
Mechanical. Select one that best describes you. Caregiver, salesperson, analyst, laborer, winner. We know the alpha answer.
Alright. Well, I guess, me, if I could be happy, probably a salesperson.
Salesperson?
Some sort of thing. But probably be my own thing, yeah.
For sure.
T-shirt, clothing company or something.
Yeah, dude. Select one that best describes you. Computer guru, excellent listener, back office support, overachiever, excellent speaker.
What was the first two?
Computer guru or excellent listener.
I guess overachiever then.
Overachiever? I think so. Select one that best describes you. Enjoy a fast pace. Enjoy hands-on work. Enjoy details. Enjoy advising others. Enjoys the spotlight.
Hands-on.
Hands-on work. Alright.
So like not necessarily labor, but like even just what you're doing there. Just like on a computer. Like
yeah, for sure. That's how you learn best, huh?
Yeah.
By learning by doing.
For sure.
Like you said with driving stick. You just did it and you learned. Select one that best describes you. Sensitive to others, friendly relationships, precise and careful, outspoken and direct, steady and unhurried.
Maybe outspoken and direct?
I think so. Man, this is an in-depth quiz. This better be good results. Select one that best describes you.
For real.
Slow to take action, impossible to please, slow to change, intimidating, or careless with details.
What the heck? What were the first two?
Slow. Yeah, these are weird. Slow to take action or impossible to please. Slow to change, intimidating, or careless with details. These are all like bad ones.
I guess intimidating.
Intimidating?
None of the... I ain't slow.
Yeah, slow is a keyword in like all three of those. Select one that best describes you. Follows the leader, follows the rules, follows emotions, energizes followers, or leads followers. So are you?
Energizes followers.
You think so? You think you're more of a leader or more of a follower?
Hype man.
Yeah.
It depends, really. If I know what I'm doing in a situation, I'll lead. If I don't, if I'm not comfortable, let me follow. If we go camping, you and I'm going to follow your lead because you've been and you carry like a survival bag everywhere and stuff. But if we're going dirt biking, I'll probably lead.
For sure. I lead. Just like, all right, well, as soon as I learn how to turn it on, we'll get going, all right?
Yeah, you lead the 4-mile trail we're about to take on. You're in front.
All right. This is just yes or no questions. I'm way smarter than average.
Nah.
I mostly get A's in school.
But wait. That last question is bitch made. Because you talk about school, because this whole quiz been talking about like school smarts related, kind of, or like job related. So like, to some, probably not the smartest. Never really got honor roll. Never made honor roll in high school, actually. Made it in middle school a couple times. But, so like that, yeah, I don't know. But I feel like I'm pretty smart. Like, especially, yeah, we're good. When it comes to like just learning stuff, I mean, I'm pretty, especially as I've gotten older, I realized like I could pick a lot of stuff up.
Yeah, that's
quickly.
true.
So but smarter than average, I don't know. We can stick with no. I don't give a shit.
I mostly got A's in school.
No.
I like challenging subjects like calculus and physics.
No.
Other people think I'm very intelligent.
No. Well, it depends who you ask, too.
That's true. If you ask a dumb fuck, they'll be like, Danny's the smartest dude I ever met. You ask me, I'll be like, he's a dumbass. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. No, I think you're a lot smarter than people might perceive you to be.
Yeah. Just
because you are so like laid back and like short-worded sometimes.
Yeah.
It says, nice job, Daniel. Now let's talk about your education and ambition. This is really in-depth. Jeez Louise. Maybe we won't both do it. I'll just do it with you. Plus, I don't know how I could answer some of these. Some of these are like...
Let's find out what I'm going to do.
And then you got to do it. That's the next step of the podcast. We're applying for jobs. I have... Yeah, this is the last podcast episode. You're actually doing a new job after this.
Nah.
I have or will have some type of college degree. That's hard to answer.
Probably not. I mean, I can't predict that far in the future. I'm only 21, but probably not.
Yeah, you never know what the future holds.
You never know.
How sure are you that you're not going to college? 100% sure? Pretty sure? It's doubtful? It's a maybe.
That I'm not going to college? I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to college.
Pretty sure. I see opportunities where others see only problems.
I see solutions where others see only problems.
You think so?
Sure.
Or like opportunities where like if something goes wrong, or like...
I try, but it's hard. Sometimes.
You think you do a good job though? You think you succeed at doing it?
Now, better than ever.
Alright, I'll say yes. I'm highly determined and driven to succeed.
Yeah.
Of course. I'm highly skilled at selling my ideas to others.
Could use some work.
No, I think yes. I think
yeah?
For sure.
Okay, let's go.
Like, obviously, you're not like a professional or anything like that, but I think you're good at persuading people, especially me. I'm not afraid to fail. I was telling him, what was it we were talking about? I don't remember what. Oh, I don't remember what exactly I was saying you could convince me of, but I said it was something that was like pretty insane, and he was like, bro, you'd never do that. And I was like, Danny could probably get me to do that. It was like, there was someone's number. You probably know who I'm talking about. There was someone's number that I said I would just block and just never ever talk to them again. And then he's just like, yeah, he's like, you'd never do that. And I was like, yeah, but honestly, Danny could probably convince me to do that just because like, you got that way about you. Anyways, I'm not afraid to fail if I can learn something from the experience.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm self-disciplined enough to work completely on my own.
Oh, yes.
You are?
I love working on my own.
All right. I'm someone who strongly believes if it is to be, it's up to me. Like you are in control of what happens to you.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a 20% chance for a high income than an 80% chance of an average income. That's hard. That's kind of what we're struggling with right now, huh?
Like, what happens if you don't make the 20%? Do you die?
No, it's like in your life. Like, would you rather chase the job that you only have 20% chance of getting or succeeding and getting a really high income, or take the thing that you got 80-90% chance of succeeding and get an average income?
Oh, I'd take the 20%.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what we're doing right now. You know.
Yeah.
We could secure an average bag, but we ain't trying to get the average bag. I'm willing to take risks to achieve success.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm strongly motivated by success and personal achievement.
Mm-hmm.
Get a job done. I not only have great ideas, I have the skill and vision to make them happen.
Sure.
Awesome, Daniel. Now let's talk about your career desires.
See why I guessed on this shit in high school?
I know, this is kind of like outrageous.
16-year-old kid, you're like, fuck this, dude.
Yes.
And you should be a lawyer. Dope.
Going home.
Yeah.
I want a job that provides health insurance and other benefits.
Yes.
I want a job that doesn't require extensive travel.
Yeah.
I want a job that has a low level of stress.
Duh.
Doesn't
Who
everybody?
wants a high, yeah.
I want to be ripping my hair out. I prefer a job that's unique, offbeat, and unconventional. Like cruise director, stunt person, etc.
That's what?
Unique, offbeat, and unconventional. Like cruise director.
That's me, dude. That's me all day long. Rally car driver.
I want a career that is professional and stable with lots of potential. Accountant, engineer, nurse, etc.
I mean, yes to the first part, no to what you have in parentheses.
I guess it means like professional, stable, and lots of potential. I guess that means like
school job.
Yeah, something that's very like secure and kind of the opposite of what you just said yes to. Because you just said like an unconventional like. Yeah.
Well, it's basically shoot for the moon, and if you miss, at least you'll be amongst the stars type thing, you know.
Yeah. So no to that one. You think no?
What was the question again? My bad.
I want a career
full on because I don't know.
I want a career that is professional and stable with lots of potential. Accountant, engineer, nurse, etc.
Well, the reason I don't know for sure is because, like I said, it was yes to the last one because I'm down for that. But let's say that doesn't happen, then I want this.
So I'll say no. Since it's not like your primary.
So I'll say no.
I want a job.
You should be a guidance counselor, dude. You're good at like directing people.
I want a job in a rapidly growing field.
It's like, sir, I want to be a rapper. Mr. Lombardo, I want to be a rapper. Well, are you good at rapping? No. Do you have any musical interests? No. Then you can't be a rapper.
I'll put you down for lawyer.
So I'll put you down for lawyer then. You like school? Yeah.
Want to be a marine biologist or something? I want a job in a rapidly growing field. And the picture is some two stick figures holding a cup of coffee for some reason.
Yeah. Rapidly growing.
I feel like you're good at like thinking about things to cap on.
Oh yeah, dude. Just today. Oh, can't even say them yet because they're just fresh off the press.
Exclusive.
Yeah.
Still cooking. I want a job that has a large number of jobs in the field.
Nah, I don't need that.
I don't need that.
Because I want to be either, like, just happiness, dude, all-the-time happiness. If I could be any sort of my working, if it can involve skating and cars. Preferably both. Oh, my gosh.
Imagine.
Or, like, just, I mean, yeah, just, like, you know, like, if our whole thing with, like, what we're planning to do, like, escalates to how we are, you know, and we can have, like, what I envision. Like, that would just be perfect because they'll get, like, a little bit of everything. But skating and... So, like, that's not a broad, like, thing. So, yeah, the answer's no to that last one. And
you got it.
And that's why.
I want a job that's easy to get and requires less competition to succeed. Nope. Ain't no basic. I would prefer to work inside rather than outside.
Yeah. In Florida. I mean, if I'm skating, I don't really care, but... If I would prefer,
yeah,
sure, inside.
I would prefer moving around rather than sitting still.
Moving around for sure.
For sure. I would prefer mental work rather than physical work.
Nah. Well, that takes me back to the other thing. Like, I'm not trying to do general labor all day.
But I feel like
if
you're
I could
comfortable
skateboard
with,
all day, work on some cars, yes.
Yeah, you're way more. Rather than sitting there just thinking about stuff.
Yes. Seriously, I want to do that so bad for a living.
Says, you're nailing this so far, Daniel. Let's dive a little deeper.
Deeper?
What makes
Can
you
we go deeper? I'm already going to go home and cry myself to sleep.
What scars you from your past? Select 2 of the following. Oh, these are getting hard. Select 2 of the following. I prefer a career with low effort, low difficulty, low stress, low income. I prefer a career with moderate effort, moderate difficulty, moderate stress, moderate income. I prefer a career with high effort, high difficulty, high stress, high income. I prefer a career with maximum effort, maximum difficulty, maximum stress, maximum income.
And I picked 2?
Yeah.
That's retarded.
Do you want like the max of the max, or do you want just high? It's basically just the 4 levels.
It's hard for me to...
How would you pick the top? What if you picked the top and the bottom? Because it's just like 2. What if you select low income, low stress, low blah blah, and then maximum stress, maximum?
So, I prefer a career with moderate effort. Okay, so let's do that one for 1. And then for another one, which my bad, I selected the moderate. And then I prefer a career with high effort, high difficulty, high stress, and high income.
I'd probably say moderate and high for me.
Yeah, I don't want the max. Because, like, sometimes you can deal with the stress, you know what I mean? These are just a little easier for me to see, picking 2.
Yeah,
Is that cool?
Yeah. Yeah, you can just read them now.
Alright. I prefer a job that doesn't require any... Ooh, that's way better. I prefer a job that doesn't require any education or preparation, even if it pays less than I'd like. I prefer a job that requires some additional preparation or education, but pays a little better. I prefer a job that requires a couple of years of college or preparation, but pays enough to support a family. I prefer a career that requires many years of education or preparation, but pays at highest levels. So let's do. I prefer a job. So we get to pick 2. So I prefer a job that doesn't. That's not me, because I'm down to learn and prep for sure. I prefer a job that requires some additional. I prefer a job that requires a couple years of college. I don't like college, so let's do some additional.
While Danny's thinking, what do you want to do for a career? Take the quiz yourself. Not a sponsor.
Having some tech diff.
Yeah?
Alright, there we go. Just wasn't tapping it. Some baby boomer problems. What's that? Sorry. I'm not trying to. Alright.
Keep it going.
Yeah. Alright, so I prefer a job. This takes forever, dude. I cannot even do this right now. This is why I guessed.
Dude, I'm even like, yeah, just click.
My brain can't like do this. Like I try to take a test and my brain's just like, whatever. Select 2 of the following. Avoid work at all costs. Figure out how to get paid to sit around all day. Work is just something I do to pay the bills. I enjoy working, especially if I'm getting paid well. I get a deep sense of achievement from hard work. So, 1, right off rip, I get a deep sense of achievement from hard work. That's true. I enjoy working, especially if I'm getting paid well. Well, that's always nice. Work is just something I do to pay the bills. Avoid work at all costs. Figure out how to get paid to sit around all day. That's not the best thing.
Dude, that makes me sad when that's like people's ambition.
Yeah, I wouldn't really want that. I mean, unless I was just like getting fucking $1 million revenue.
I mean, yeah, like who?
Like, yeah, because I wouldn't sit around all day though.
Yeah,
I'd be crushing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just do. I enjoy working if I'm getting paid well. So like 5 work environments. Oh my gosh, and they got all these things. That's what I'm saying.
Just click through it.
5. We'll do. Boom. We'll do restaurant. We'll do police. We'll do car, truck. That's fire.
This is straight up gonna give you links to applications.
I know, and then they want you email, and then they email you all the time. Hey, we have an opening.
Oh, fuck that. It's gonna get you on
Monster.
Monster.
Give them your email.
Dude, I still get emails. Whenever I moved to Pennsylvania, I was on Monster.com and Indeed.com, like applying all over the place for the whole like area I was gonna move to Pennsylvania.
Cool stuff, Daniel. Just a little more to go. Literally what it says.
But I still get emails from those websites. saying, "Hey, are you looking for work in Charlotte, Pennsylvania?" And I'm like, "It's 2 years ago, so fucking no." I should probably just take off my resume though, huh?
Right.
It's probably my fault.
I have the ability to desire. Wait, I have the ability and desire to provide compassionate and service to those in need. Sure. You could agree or strongly agree. I'm just gonna put agree, like who's really trying to be extra. I have the ability to. Wasn't that? Wait, I have the ability and desire to listen to people's concerns and challenges. Wasn't that just the question?
Yo, can we talk about how difficult career path is to find though? I know a chick who changed her major like 4 times to like completely different things, and I'm like, dude, but that's what you got to do sometimes, you know.
Wow, yeah.
If you're going to like be a teacher, and then you're like, you know what, I don't even give a shit about teaching, and then you change it to be like, neurologist, or I don't fucking know, marine biologist, and then you switch it to accounting, and you become an accountant.
Right now, it's just asking. I have the ability and desire to provide financial services in a business environment, and they're just invited. I have the ability and desire to analyze financial and economic information. They're just saying all this. So, I'm just reading it. It's just quicker for me to read it.
Yeah, it's all good, dude.
And just click, because it's just agree or disagree.
We'll just see the results. I feel like most of our listeners are probably like, I mean, right now it's mostly like people in this immediate area, but like I feel like most of them are out of high school. But like if we do get viewers that are in high school, don't stress too much, man. I remember I didn't really stress that hard, but I knew people that stressed so hard on like the college entrance tests and those SAT and ACT standardized tests and like college applications and all of this stuff. And it's just like, man, maybe it's just because I'm like, I go with the flow so much that like I really don't like, I care, but I don't like, I try not to stress it because I don't know, I've always like thought like it'll be okay, like in the end it's all gonna be okay, you know, and it's really not gonna be the end of the world. And maybe it'll suck if you did screw something up and like got a bad grade on your test because you didn't study enough, so like you don't get the job you want or don't get into the college you want. That would really suck. But I think as long as you're just doing what you can do and you're studying hard and you're like working hard, don't stress too much, you know. Especially like all of us, even me, like I'm someone who's pretty like calculated and knows what he wants to do and like on course with the plan and whatever. But like even me, I've like changed up like so much my ideas of like what I want to do for a living and do for the rest of my life. And that's what we all do. Some of us might run a restaurant for 10 years and then switch over to be in construction for 15 years and then
for real
end up building cars or selling real estate or something like that.
It says the last 5 questions.
Oh. We're going to see what you're going to do. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing this. I don't give a shit.
So long. I hate it.
Especially with my like skill set and stuff, it'll probably give me some crazy ass like, or maybe it'll just say teacher. I feel like a lot of my like skill sets and like mindset on things would make me a great teacher. Like what I want to do, but it also might say like, you'd be a great environmental scientist. All right, I'm not trying to do that then.
Right.
Or what if it straight up said grip tape artist? Wow, that's a good test.
Yeah, this just got crazy, dude. This test.
Now
really
it's saying
did.
Select 3 of the following and then deselect
5.
Really?
Yeah, so
Out of how many?
Dude, 3, 15.
What?
Yeah, or no, 3, 6, 12.
Oh.
My bad. Yeah, but still, 12. Out of 12 things, dude. Like, this is crazy.
Well, I guess it's good that it's accurate, but if you're really just trying to like have some fun and take a silly little test, then look that.
I gotta bring this thing closer to my arm. Alright, I can get right. Alright, so what else is new with you, man?
I'm
Let's talk
tired.
about that.
I'm tired, man. So tired.
I bet you're running off straight caffeine.
Straight caffeine. Honestly, I was very, very tired because I had to close at the store the other night, open the next day, only got 2.5 hours of sleep. I didn't close last night, but I was up till like almost 1 a.m, editing, like finalizing the podcast episode and just working on stuff like that. And then I had to wake up at 3 this morning for work, so I've got a total of like 5 hours for the past 2 nights.
Daniel, Thank you for being one of 500,000 people to take job quiz.
Wow.
See results.
To see results, please enter email address.
Preparing results. Included with your results are your top 15 career matches, your 18 career field scores, your full personality analysis, how much money you'll make. Probably for each career. Click to get results. Let's do that. That's way better. I was a little bit far from the mic. So the results are in for that.
What you got?
Alright, so first we got... Hold up. First we got...
I'm probably looking tired as fuck, huh? I need some sleep.
We got general contractor. Imagine that.
Yeah?
It's kind of what I'm doing now. But I think that's a little bit more...
High tier.
Higher tier. We got sales associate. It doesn't specify.
Any type.
That's cool.
Sales associate at a grocery store.
Says business owner. Says...
That's kind of vague.
Next page. Says... Oh, wow. It says... Dude, this one's actually sick. It says I'm going to host the most successful podcast in Southwest Florida. That's City of Palms, baby. Yeah. I'm gonna have the most successful gathering. I'm gonna gather an amazing community. I'm gonna inspire others to do great. Dude, I got it.
That was worth every second, huh?
Every second. Now, in reality, that was all offered. They want to charge me, dude, for full results. They want to charge me for the full report, $9.99.
What a waste of time.
Total waste of time, dude. All that, and then they tell you at the end, you gotta pay. What's up?
It's all good. We know what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
We're gonna be out there.
Yeah. We know what's happening.
Want to wrap it?
Y'all know what's happening. Yeah, we can wrap it up. Yeah,
all right. Next week should be less chill of an episode because we're definitely probably the next couple of weeks we're probably gonna be having guests just because we had 2 chill ones. 4th of July holiday, we want to be chilling with the family and whatnot. So.
Yeah, stay tuned. We're gonna have some guests coming up soon. Some real heavy hitters.
Yeah, we got a lot of cool people lined up. I can't wait to have them in here.
I know, me either.
It's exciting.
So that's gonna be interesting. Stay tuned on Instagram. This is where we really been active. That feed is coming in clutch right now.
You almost just went full baby boomer again. Keep up on Instagrams and the Facebook.
And the
Facebook's page.
And our YouTube's page.
The YouTube machine.
No. So, no.
Yeah, for real. Thanks for the support. And as always, it helps us so much if you, not only that you're watching, but if you like the page or like the posts we have, comment, share with your friends. That's a big thing because who knows, maybe your friends will get a kick out of me and Danny.
Share it on that social media.
Mm-hmm.
That way all your
spread the word. Because all we're really trying to do is raise Southwest Florida up a little bit, shed some light on the people that need some light shed on their heads.
Yeah. DM us if you got any friends or guests.
Right. We're grinding, burning the wick at both ends. I'm on 5 hours of sleep right now because I'm caring so much about this.
Killing it. All right, let's get it. Till next week.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm gonna go get some sleep, dude. I'm real tired.
You need it.
All right, thanks for watching this week. Next week we'll be back at you. Stay tuned. Hit him with that outro, Biscuit.